Arsenal University. It's your boy Joe Daguna here, and I'm coming to you guys with the Arsenal v Leicester City match review. I'm going to try this new concept out because I want to provide as much detail and honest analysis as possible. So I'm going to be reviewing the match in halves because over the course of a match, I want to say opinion, but the perspective of a player can change, especially if a player scores a goal like what exactly happened in the first half. I know Ozil scored the goal, but that doesn't tell the entirety of the first half. I feel as though that he was leaving gaps in the press that caused other players to fill those gaps and press those areas. And when we did press and other players created turnovers, I feel as though I know for sure Ozil stopped 2 or 3 counterattacks by receiving the ball and passing the ball backwards. There became a time and point in the match when literally players were passing around Ozil. I know for sure there was one chance where Ozil called for the ball and Torreira literally looked at him and looked him off and passed the ball to someone else. Now, I know he did score a goal. It was an excellent, well-taken goal. But you know where that goal came from? It came from the man charging, pressing, and running hard, man. Imagine if Ozil ran that hard for 90 minutes. He could literally be a double-digit goal scorer. The guy could get 12 to 15 goals a season, especially in this system when we create as many turnovers as we do. If the guy just picks his head up, runs hard, runs forward, the possibilities are endless. And you guys saw that what happened with the goal. He ran hard. He created a lane for himself, received the ball, passed the ball to Bellerin. Bellerin cut it back to him, and he took that shot so sweetly. And that's my main frustration with Mesut Ozil, is seeing world-class like that. Is seeing how you have world-class skills and technique meets hard work and determination and what that can result in. And to me, I just don't see it enough from Ozil, and it's extremely, extremely frustrating. I know he scored the goal, but he's still, I would give the guy like a D- as far as the first half. Like I said, there were chances where there were times in the game where he was supposed to press a certain area, and you literally see guys feeling that, running out of their spot to press the Ozil area in which he left that space unpressed. Because as you all know, in the pressing system, if everyone doesn't press, then that leads to gaping holes in the press that teams will literally pass through us, just like Chelsea did, just like City did. And also for the goal that Ozil scored, he also basically gave that goal away to Leicester. I heard the NBC commentators blame Lacazette for not tracking back. I know guys are going. I know it was a Bellerin own goal, and that people are going to blame Bellerin like they love to do. But you guys have to understand that in the Emery pressing system, your width comes from your fullbacks pressing up high and going high up the pitch and basically playing in crosses just like Bellerin did for the Ozil goal. So if that's his role and responsibility within the system, you guys can't. He's not at fault for the own goal. Like I said, the own goal to me is a result of someone attempting to pass the ball to Ozil. Now, we all know when you're playing in midfield or when you're receiving a pass with your back to goal, you're supposed to check over your shoulder. You're constantly, as a midfielder, taught to check over your shoulder to basically mentally and tactically stay one pass or ahead of the defending team, and he didn't do that. He sat there, turned to back with his lackadaisical, nonchalant style of receiving the ball, and Harry Maguire took the ball off of him, and he didn't even fight to get the ball back. Ozil, man, it's a pressing system. Get a yellow card, man. Get a yellow card. Whatever it takes. If you have to trip him out there, man. Throw a foot out there, trip him, stop the play, break the play up like everyone else in the team is doing, because that's what you're trying to do in the press. You're trying to break opposing play up to create turnover and scoring chances. And he didn't, and the fact that he didn't attempt to do that led to Harry Maguire taking the ball off of him, making a pass that led to a goal. After going a goal down, this is something that I am super proud of this Arsenal squad for doing. We fought back. We fought back to get that goal. You see everybody pressing. You see Lacazette. You see Iwobi just working his socks off, man. He is my man in the match in the first half. That guy was working his socks off, both getting up the pitch and trying to create scoring chances, and tracking back, trying in an attempt to cover area. He's physical, man. Did you see how he nutmegged my boy? What was it, Ndidi? He nutmegged him, man, to keep the play alive. That's what you do when you create the turnover. You receive the ball, you go forward, you keep the play alive. You don't stop and pass it back, Ozil. You do not stop and pass it back. That's the point of pressing to create a turnover. I know you guys are going to say I have some sort of Ozil bias. It's not. It's I have a system bias. It's the system. What is the system designed to do? And anyone who is doing anything against that, I'm not for. Like I wasn't a big Xhaka fan. I feel like he was detrimental to the system. But you see the guy adapting. He's working his socks off. Had an excellent first half. And he and Torreira in their midfield, they are really making one heck of a partnership, and it's exciting to see that come together. Rob Holding is starting to make me question him. Over the past games, I'm starting to see a digression and not a progression. It's almost like when you do something right that you're not familiar doing, or that you feel as though you shouldn't be doing, or you're uncomfortable doing it, and you do it right the first couple of times, you're kind of like, oh, okay. But still, there's like that fear in the back of your head of what if you do mess up. To me, Holding is still kind of suffering that. And he missed on that scoring chance. He should have scored in the header. He broke away from Vardy. He should have put that in the back of the net. But the guy's still young. He's still learning. I'm still willing to accept his learning curve. And the fact that, like I said, I can sense that unsureness and nervousness from him. But I'll tip my hat. Ozil got the goal, but I want to see more in the second half. I want to see if Emery makes any changes. I want to see if Ozil makes any changes to his game. So I'll catch you guys back in the second half. What's good, Arsenal Universe? It's your boy Dro the Gooner here, and I'm here with my second half analysis of the Arsenal v Leicester match. And we won 3-1, but I guess the biggest point is I, Dro the Gooner, would like to formally apologize to Mesut Ozil. It was just one match, but your boy Dro the Gooner, what I'm going to do is, when a guy puts in a job, when a guy puts in hard work, I'm going to give him credit. If I can stand here and criticize somebody, a player once they're not performing, I'm going to sit here and applaud and praise a player when he does well. I tip my hat to you, Mesut Ozil. Yes, Dro the Gooner, your number one Ozil out guy, would like to formally apologize to one Mesut Ozil. Hands down man of the match, not even close, even though I still want to tip my hat to Alex Iwobi for all of the hard work he put in. We have 3 second half substitutions. The first 2 substitutions are Matteo Guendouzi in for Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang in for Lichtsteiner. That caused Granit Xhaka to go back to left back. Iwobi switches to the right wing, and Aubameyang is coming in off the left. Before the substitution, I want to give credit to Henrik Mkhitaryan, because the guy was really putting in a lot of work. He really put in a bit of a shift in the second half. Although he did go missing in the first half, I openly admit that the guy went missing, and I was kind of like, where's Mkhitaryan? But he, before he was subbed out in the second half, the guy really put in a lot of work and created, was really trying to get on the end of some things and link up with guys to create goal scoring chances. We have 2 goals in the second half, both from Aubameyang, one in the 63rd minute and then 2 minutes later in the 65th minute. Both came from Mesut Ozil's hard work and his assist. The guy absolutely played out of his socks tonight, and that's what I want out of Mesut Ozil. I guess that's my biggest criticism out of him, is like, if you could just do that every match, man. The team we could play, we played beautiful football. The most impressive thing that really took me back was that this game, even though the score was 3-1, this was a fist fight, and we won that fist fight a long time ago. someone told me, hey, if you ever get into a fist fight with a guy and you punch a guy and you knock him down, you get on top of him and you start beating the crap out of him. You never unball your fist. You keep him balled. And that's exactly what Arsenal did in the second half. They Ozil punched him in the gut right before the end of the first half, and those guys came out of the corner swinging, and they struck him and they stayed on top of him. There were multiple Aubameyang, I'm sorry, Lacazette. I think he had 2 more goal scoring opportunities in the second half. Just because we kept up the fight, we kept up the intensity. We saw how intense Leicester came out to play in the first half, and we matched and more than matched their intensity, and that's due down to the coaching of Unai Emery. Because I will be completely totally honest with you guys. I don't think a Wenger team would have fought that hard in the second half, but I really appreciated it. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm loving to see. That's what was really got me excited about the system. I mean, this season is the implementation of the Emery system, and it's being executed to the absolute T. Everybody works their socks off. That hard-working mentality is infectious within the squad, and you can totally see that from every single player on the team. And that I was super proud. I'm super proud to wear this jersey right now, especially after that hard-fought victory. That's what I want to see, man. We went into a fist fight and came out on the other end victorious. We might have got a lip bloodied. We might have got a bit of a shiner on our eye, but we won 3-1. And again, man, I want to tip my hat to Ozil, his link-up play, man. That I believe was I'm sorry for the delay. The Aubameyang second goal, where he literally split that defense. He split 5 players with that pass. That's what we want to see out of you, Ozil. We want to see that quality and class that you can provide, along with the hard work within the system. This is Emery's system now. You're going to have to work a little harder. You may have to press a little bit on the defensive end, but if you just add that tiny bit of that part to your game, along with the absolute skill and class that we all know you have, we could be this spectacular Arsenal that we were tonight. And it was a good victory, 10 in a row. We kept it up, and I'm really looking forward to more games. I was really impressed by Granit Xhaka. The guy went back to left back and kind of held his own. Do I think he can do it for 90 minutes? Probably not, but he went in, did a job, took over as captain when Ramsey subbed in for Ozil. And I hope Arsenal fans, with the success of Mesut Ozil tonight, I hope Arsenal fans do not dismiss Aaron Ramsey's contribution to the team, because I felt as though the guy was quality as well. Once he came in for Ozil, he provided link-up play as well as pressing, and that's what that 10 does in Emery's system. You can have all the skill and class and beautiful passes in the world, but if you don't press, it's kind of detrimental to the team. And Ozil did provide that tonight, but Ramsey provided that once he came in for Ozil. And like I said before, super proud of the team, including one Mesut Ozil. Yes, your boy Dro the Gooner is he'll admit when he's wrong, man. I was wrong. I was extremely impressed with Mesut Ozil, his hard work, his passing, and like I said, that's just you want that more and more out of every match. One thing that has proven over the course of the season is that Alex Iwobi is absolutely undroppable. He is probably I've always been an Alex Iwobi guy, but even more this season, I am his biggest fan, his biggest cheerleader. The guy is just, he's providing you that work with the skill, and the guy worked his socks off, switching flanks, covering in spots and areas when other players shouldn't have been there, and everyone worked their socks off, from Torreira. Then when you put Guendouzi and Torreira, and those guys we're talking that third goal by Aubameyang was scored. The second by Aubameyang, but the third goal by Arsenal was scored in the 66 minutes. Forgive me, but those guys kept up the fight throughout the entire match to seal the victory. And I hate to harken back on it while praising God, but if Ozil doesn't give up that turnover to Maguire, we're looking at a clean sheet. But I don't want to harp on anything bad. He worked his socks off with his link-up play and his, again, with his whole and his ability to maintain possession. One thing I noticed about him in the second half versus the first half was that Ozil didn't pass the ball backwards. He didn't stop counterattacks and pass the ball backwards. He actually either started counterattacks, or when the counterattack was on, he was, and I say counterattack, basically what I'm saying, the turnover from the press. Instead of passing the ball backwards to slow up build-up play, he actually passed the ball wide to wingers, or he passed the ball forward. And I was really impressed. I want to tip my hat to those guys. I'm looking forward to next Sunday against Crystal Palace, and hopefully we can make it 11 in a row. I appreciate you guys' time. Have a good one. Deuces to the Arsenal universe. 10 in a row. Come on, you Gunners.